Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Expanse, Season 3, Episode 10. I'm not going to do a huge recap. I always say that, and I always say that, but I'm not going to do a huge recap this time because I just finished Episode 9, so it's fresh in my mind. I really want to get into Episode 10. Basically, we got some Pierre Mao, Julie, and Melba flashbacks. We learned that Melba is Julie's sister. Definitely want to see more of that because Melba is kind of going through with Pierre Mao's plans and vision, whatnot. Crew of the Rocinante kind of suspended in this little bubble in the ring. Holden keeps having visions of Miller. Maybe it's not really Miller. It's kind of just like the proto-molecule projection of Miller. But Miller is getting in Holden's head, kind of guiding him, and now Holden is going to the nucleus of this ring. And that is where we left off in the last episode. Naomi is heading back to the Rocinante. Excited for that. And yeah, I need some more of my questions answered about who broadcasted Holden's message. We still don't know that. And how did they get someone that looked like Holden to broadcast that message, unless it was just like CGI. I assume in an advanced world like this, CGI is definitely possible, almost like a deep fake of Holden. But I don't know, that seems too easy to be an explanation. I don't know. I was theorizing that it might be a copy of him, like a protomolecule manifestation of it, because we don't know what the motivations of the protomolecule is and what the purpose of it really is and what it's trying to accomplish here. So that could very well be an explanation for it too. But I'm going to stop asking questions and kind of just get into the episode, and hopefully my questions will be answered. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into episode 10.
Because out of the whole human race, you're the one flying through the mysterious alien artifact with the dead guy. You're just following your program. Just like me.
Program?
You're the patron saint of lost causes, kid. We're running from it.
Does he not need a suit? A vac suit? Because he's kind of just a manifestation?
I thought it was going to be a wormhole.
It's not.
Whatever it is, it's highly energetic. Its emissions are swamping our sensors.
That's what I thought it was.
MCRM probe in the same orbit, the same distance apart.
What is this place?
Where angels fear to tread if they have any goddamn sense. Sorry, Buster.
It's just crazy to me, like, we could literally see the different approaches. Sorry, I'm gonna pause for a second. Belters, like with Manio, he was willing to sacrifice himself, kind of fully representing the Belter cause. They're willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good of everybody else, right? Just in the name of science. Earthers, on the other hand, the UN, kind of taking a backwards approach, leaning back, making sure other people do the dirty work first, and kind of being a little bit more logical in their approach. And then we have the Martians, who send in a probe. They're a little bit more stealthy because they don't want, blood on their hands. They don't want to die. So I don't know. I found it really interesting that we could visually see the different approaches of everybody trying to understand this ring literally at the same time.
Martians.
Is that
They're
Bobby?
not happy with me. Just collecting pals wherever you go.
Slow down. Remember what I said about doors and corners?
Don't start with that shit again.
Hey, you're no good to me if the station squashes you like a bug. Slow down!
He said you're no good to me, so this is a mutually beneficial thing that's happening. I just don't know how.
Just exercising some free will.
I don't know how Miller is benefiting.
He's just being an asshole.
Cue the ominous music as Melba walks in. She gonna blow this ship up now too?
Ship is route to intercept the Rocinante. Within the speed limit, I need to get there before the Susan.
If she thinks she's gonna get to Holden, because Holden was the one that kind of got him arrested, Pierre Mao, she's mistaken.
We needed Nagata here. You let her go.
This isn't a slave ship.
No, it's a warship.
We have a few autonomous farm drones with chemical samplers for soil. We can convert those into probes. The captain must know their ship.
I need you to slow down.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to... Sorry, Bobby. I wasn't talking to you. Mommy said microwaves.
Holden, are you alright?
Give me a minute.
I promise we'll hear you out.
I didn't blow up the sun moon, and Alex and Amos had nothing to do with it either. I gotta go.
What? That's like Interstellar with the Tesseract? That is some cool
What are
shit.
you waiting for? The next lead in the case.
Do you even know what the case is?
We gotta find a records room. And then we gotta read the files. And then we see what's what.
The record room?
You tell me what that is, and I'll keep going.
Sometimes I know stuff's too big for my head. There used to be something here, a lot of something, a civilization. But now, all that's left is a bunch of locked doors and some lights on the timer.
So what do?
We figure out how to pick the locks.
The records room.
They're getting closer.
So the records room, that has to be some type of symbolic thing. Maybe it means like time travel? I keep on holding out hope that some time travel is gonna happen. Or just time distortion. I think that stuff is so cool. He's probably shitting his pants. These people are not equipped mentally for what they're about to learn and know. What? Holy shit.
Dual pure mass project wreaked havoc throughout.
He was really that afraid?
Brought Earth and Mars to the brink of an island and you had a major.
This is crazy. This is literally like Interstellar.
Is this some kind of machine?
Yeah.
Well, what do you need me for?
Because you exist. Okay? That's why.
You seem real enough.
He's not though.
You got more synapses than stars in the universe. You are a fancy hand terminal with a lot of buttons. When I push a few trillion of them buttons in exactly the right way, you're talking to Miller. I'm pushing the buttons.
So it's a magic trick.
So is your whole damn reality, kid. Just different buttons being pushed.
Maybe I'm the illusion inside your head.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calculus, amoeba. Monkey, Mozart.
Interesting
You have to be one or
analogies.
the other.
Feels like one gene.
Yeah, you're welcome. You got atmosphere, too. Get your hat off. Show some respect.
No way.
I'll pass.
This is what I need you to do. Complete that circuit.
What
How?
happens when I do?
The answer to the case. Or maybe just the next clue. Tick tock, tick tock. Finish the job.
Tick tock, tick tock. Isn't that what Julie said to him before he died? Isn't that what he heard before on Arrows? They are not ready for what they're about to experience.
Or is it just a heap of proto-molecule pushing my button?
You're running out of time, kid.
Not good enough.
For all I know, touching that thing could end up killing everyone I love.
The same people she died to save.
No risk, no reward.
We died together. But she was already gone, wasn't she? She couldn't feel any more pain, but you could. To kill you. To tear you apart one atom at a time. Or did you burn?
Miller?
No. He's gotta figure it out.
Come to check up on me.
Well, you have been down here a while.
Thought I'd do this until I could keep my temper.
I understand why you let Melba go. But she was your friend.
She is my friend.
Just a little
Well, I
bit
always
of
treated
some
my
more.
friends harder.
After I left, I bet you were all praised for me, yeah? That way when the turn comes and you take over, they all know it was because you had to. No choice.
Oh, we have a problem. We need to work it out.
Or else, what?
Yikes.
Tilly Fagan, I was friends with your sister Julie. A little. You get me confused with someone else. No, I don't.
How did you find me?
There's not that many civilian contractors on the ship. It wasn't hard once I knew where to look.
No. She's going into beast mode.
Julie told me this crazy kid story. When a child dies, some angel takes their hand, falls with them. Don't say, wouldn't be afraid. I tried to be the angel, but I was so scared. She held my hand, and I told her, if you fall with me, it ain't gonna be for halfway. It's good to see you, Melba.
That's him. That is him.
Owen! Get the hell out of here, Bobby. I don't want you to get hurt.
Listen to me. We just want to talk to you.
I didn't blow up the Sun-Moon.
I never believed you did.
Do not take another step,
Owen!
or we will shoot.
Ugh. What? What? It just freezes?
Renee!
No! All humans know how to do is blow shit up and shoot people. Just stop. Disassembly.
Now or never, Holden. Finish it.
How? Oh God, he's like seeing the reverse of time. Is it gonna go back to the start of the proto-molecule? That was Miller's bird. That bird, y'all. Lots of bird imagery in this show. What? It's like he just saw the past, the present, and the future. Oh, damn it! Okay, do I watch the next episode? I feel like I already know the answer to that question. Okay, lots of things that I do not know how to explain this episode. I'm gonna start with what just happened. I feel like a lot of these episodes have quotes that are clues, just like Miller is saying, you know, the next clue to the case. It reaches out, disassembly reveals useful pathways. These are all quotes that they want you to keep in your brain as you move forward through these episodes. You just have no explanation for them. You know, they vaguely apply to these situations, like that Martian soldier literally being broken up into like compartments. And the first thing I thought was, okay, disassembly reveals useful pathways. But what does that mean? What does that actually mean? Now, if I'm trying to come up with some type of explanation for what I just witnessed with Holden, it seemed like it was reversing time as soon as he put his hand under, and he was able to witness the past, maybe how the protomolecule formed. But also it seemed like it was the future because it showed like a zoom out of the ring, and then it showed like a bunch of different other rings blowing up. So maybe we just saw like the destruction of their ring or other rings elsewhere. Or maybe the rings are all connected, because it seemed like one of the rings like built almost like a bridge or a pathway of energy to another ring. Maybe, I mean, I said that they were wormholes, but I feel like that's too simple of an explanation for this show. There's gotta be more to it. But maybe it is a wormhole. I don't know. All I know is that the key that clicked everything was Bobby and her fellow soldiers firing their weapons, because that seemed to have clicked something, maybe almost like a defense mechanism that started something inside of that nucleus. It seems like when the protomolecule is in self-defense mode, it's when it does the most work. Because when that Martian soldiers threw a grenade at it, that's when it took him and disassembled him, literally. It seemed like Holden just witnessed the past, the present, and potentially the future all in the blink of a second. But is that what connects? Like, is that what connects the two pieces? Is that the key? Time? I've been saying that the weapon, the key, the answer might be time this whole time, but I don't know. And it seems logical that he would just keep listening to Miller, or this projection of Miller that the protomolecule created, but that seemed like Miller. When he was talking about Julie and talking about the stories that she was telling him, that was fully Miller, because the Miller that we saw before that was on the Rocinante talking to Holden was telling stories about his like Star Helix, his time at Star Helix, and just very and he was just very set on using this officer jargon, this police officer jargon, detective, whatever you want to call him. But then as soon as they were down in that nucleus, he started talking about Julie and how she told him a story about how when a child dies and the angel reaches out to grab their hand just to comfort them, and that's almost what he was doing with Julie. And he was talking about how he was all in and he just wanted to make sure that she felt safe and comfortable and whatever. So yeah, I think I'm supposed to be confused about what just happened in that last scene, but I assume with, 11, 12, 13, there's 3 episodes left in the whole season, they're gonna have to explain that. My biggest questions right now are, 1, what were the network of rings? Was it actually just portals to different networks of rings, maybe elsewhere in the universe? Maybe that's the weapon that the protomolecule, the aliens were giving them, was a way to travel throughout the solar system, or... So that's my first question. My second question is still related to this protomolecule manifestation of Miller. Are there multiple versions of him that this protomolecule just deploys? I mean, we haven't seen other protomolecule manifestations, physical manifestations, in anybody else other than in Holden's experience, in his storyline that we're watching. So what makes him different? What makes Miller different? His experience different? Why is he the key? Why is he so special? 3, the bird imagery keeps coming up because in Holden's vision, there was the bird and it almost seemed like it was made out of protomolecule molecules. What is the bird? What is the bird imagery? 3, or that was 3. 4, I guess this is a little bit of a nitpick. Why wouldn't anybody recognize Melba? If she was the daughter of Jules Pierre Mao, this huge corporate giant, why would nobody know who she was? Or why would nobody recognize her earlier than how she was, what? Anna seemed like she was onto her, a little suspect, but didn't recognize her. I guess that makes sense because maybe she just didn't know Jules Pierre Mao. I don't know. Anna seems like a very educated woman, and if she knew who Aaron Wright was, I feel like she would know who Jules Pierre Mao was. But the other woman who ended up actually recognizing her, she might be dead. Because the last time we saw her, Melba was doing her little pop thing. I'm just surprised nobody recognized her a little bit sooner. But, if Melba goes on and goes ahead and kills that woman, then she can continue on with her mission, which, I don't know. She's very behind if she thinks that she's going to get a hold of Holden. And she's very ill-informed if she thinks that Holden is the only person accountable for putting Jules Pierre Mao in jail. First of all, Jules Pierre Mao did that to himself. Second of all, it was a lot of people that worked together to put him in jail. It wasn't just James Holden. I don't know. I get that she's a kid and I get that she's fighting for her dad, but she's kind of, I'm not digging her whole storyline, kind of could do without it. In my personal opinion, I'm very interested in this protomolecule business. I'm very interested in Miller and Holden's conversations that they're having. And I feel like I see more and more of Miller as his old self as we continue to watch their scenes together. That just seemed like authentic Miller. That just, in those last moments when he was talking about Julie, and it seemed like the music from that episode was playing too, like when Julie and Miller were on Arrows dying together. It was just so emotional. I felt like that was really Miller. I felt like we were really looking at Miller. I'm going to shut up though and wrap up my thoughts because I'm going to get into episode 11 now. gonna go full binge mode, probably finish the season tonight. So yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Check out my other reactions if you have not already, and I will see you guys for episode 11. All right, bye guys.